Okay, girls, so I know that there were a few of you who were wanting to do a bit of a galaxy theme or something where you might want to have bigger pictures in the background rather than cutting out images and putting them on a coloured background. So I thought I would put together a tutorial to show you how to blend some pictures together just to make them look a little bit more like a background, a little bit more professional. And we do this by using what's called the layer mask tool. Okay, so this is my finished product that I have made, and I've just simply blended two images that I found on Google together, and I think it looks quite good. So if we open up the plain template, okay, what we need to do, girls, is you need to find 2 or 3 images, however many you want to put on, okay. I wouldn't go any more than 3, just because it might get a little bit too busy. But that's totally up to you. And what we need to do is we need to add those 2 images in. Okay, now what we're going to do is we need to add those images to their own layer. So down the bottom here, girls, this little folded up corner piece square here, that is creating a new layer. Okay, and I'm going to call this first layer Galaxy. And I'm going to go ahead and add another one, and I'm going to call this Star Signs. Okay, so having my galaxy layer selected, what I want to do is I've already saved my images to the desktop. So I want to come up to File, and I want to click on Place Embedded. And this is a little bit like Paste, but it's Photoshop's version of Paste. So Place Embedded, I'm going to click on that. And if I find my galaxy picture, I'm going to press Place. And you'll notice that it's a bit pixelated. That's okay. And it's got this X across it. So what that means is I'm going to move it to the position that I want it. You might even want to make it a little bit bigger. If you hold Shift, it will increase in size in proportion. So I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger, like so, and I'm going to move it over so I get that beautiful purpley pink pattern in the middle. Okay, so once I'm happy with the position, girls, you can press this tick up the top here, and the pixelation should go away. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my other layer, and I'm going to do the same thing again. So I'm going to come up to File, Place Embedded, and I'm going to select my star sign, Place. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I want this one to be bigger than my other picture. So I'm just going to make it nice and big, and I'm going to put it in the middle so that my star sign is in the middle there. Now, girls, if I move it over to the side here, you'll notice that there is that little bit of overlap there, okay? So just take note of how much overlap there is, because that will be important later on. So if I press the tick, the pixelation should go away. Now, I've lost my curved ball lines up the top here. Now, that is important, okay, because that will tell us where we need to put our bendy ply for our pinball machine. So, girls, the way that you get that back is I need to grab this curved ball guide layer, and I'm going to move it up the top here, okay? So that will give me back that black curve that I need. Okay, now girls, this is the magical part. What you need to do is you need to have the star signs image layer selected. So that's the image that's on top of this one. And I need to press this button here. Okay, so this is the layer mask button. Okay, and we'll get this little extra sort of white rectangle here. And what we need to do, girls, is whilst this is selected, so I know it's selected because it's got these white corners, you need to come over to what's called the gradient tool. Okay, you're going to click on that one. And up the top here, girls, we need to change the gradient so that it goes from white to black. Okay, so the colour's going from white to black. And then what we're going to do, girls, is on this top picture, about where the overlap starts, I'm going to click and drag and stop just before the other picture. Now you can hold shift and that will give you a dead straight line. And then when I let go, my two images are now beautifully blended together and it just looks like one continuous image. So girls, that's how you use the layer mask tool, okay? And as I said, you can use this to blend multiple images together. If this is something that you want to do, rather than having the images on the solid background, this is something that you could use as well to get the result that you want. I hope this has been helpful.